welcome the guests on behalf of the family. We're going to have some speeches followed by that. Please have a seat and enjoy the rest of the function. Thank you. Ramesh.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome all of you to my father's 80th birthday celebration. The family really wants to thank you for taking the time to come and participate in this family event. Okay. And there are many friends and family from the Houston area as well as other areas across Texas who have come and attended, and we want to welcome everyone from Texas. We also welcome the friends and family who have flew here from various regions across the United States, quite a few states. Some of the examples include Maryland, California, Oregon, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and a number of other states. So again, welcome all of you who've made that effort to fly here and come out and be part of this event with our family. We also welcome the distinguished guests in attendance. Let me begin with the Honorable Consul General of India, Mr. D.C. Manjunath. Welcome, Mr. Manjunath, Consul General. Thank you for. Okay, thank you for joining us. Also want to welcome the County Commissioner of Brazoria County, Mr. Stacy Adams. Yes, thank you, Mr. Adams. We appreciate you joining us as well. And also would like to welcome Mr. Joseph Koza, a member of the Pearland City Council. So we also welcome you and thank you for joining us. As you've seen, we've just completed the religious function. We hope you enjoy the remaining program over the next hour or so. It's going to include remarks from several distinguished guests. We have a grandchildren program, and then remarks from a number of organizations like BKM, MTS, and the Tamil Chair. Please also stay for the afternoon program after lunch. There's a number of cultural programs that we think you'll enjoy, so we hope everyone will stay for those programs. Okay? And with that, I think we're ready to begin the main program. And let me kindly request Consul General, Mr. D.C. Manjunath, if you please come up to the stage and begin with your remarks.
பண்ணின் இசையாகி நின்றாய் போற்றி பாவிப்பார் பாவம் மறுப்பாய் போற்றி எண்ணும் எழுத்தும் சொல் ஆனாய் போற்றி என் சிந்தை நீங்கா இறைவா போற்றி போற்றி. வணக்கம், namaskar, and a very good morning to all distinguished guests and friends present here on the joyous occasion of 80th birthday celebrations of Thiru Chokkalingam Sam Kannappan, whom I fondly call as Samji. Samji is one of the first persons I met immediately as I arrived in Houston, as I came to seek blessings of Mother Meenakshi at the temple. It took me no time to realize what a selfless gentleman he is, who spends all his time and energy in leading and helping the community around him. My admiration towards him has grown day by day as I got to know him more and I interacted with him. He wears multiple hats. He's a grand stalwart who has passionately worked towards strengthening the Indian American community, particularly the Tamil community in Houston. A very friendly and cordial person. Simplicity and humility are the hallmark qualities of Samji. He has been and still is a go-to person for the community members for advice and help of any kind. People who have known him for long will vouch for his noble work over the years. He has been in the forefront of fundraising activities for social causes and calamities whenever required. He has founded and presided over several institutions, including Pearland Cricket Club and Pearland Kanappan Arts Museum. I think founding of the Bharati Kalai Mandram, which is celebrating 50 years this year, and founding of the Meenakshi Temple, where we are, which is now standing as a beacon of faith to the community, and the most recently the founding of the Houston Tamil Studies Chair are among the most noteworthy aspects of his numerous initiatives and achievements of Samji. In Tamil there is a saying, no Moodurai, நெல்லு கிரைத்த நீர் வாய்க்கால் வழியோடி புல்லுக்கும் ஆங்கே பொசியுமாம் அதுபோல தொல்லுலகில் நல்லோர் ஒருவர் உலரில் அவர் பொருட்டு எல்லோருக்கும் பெய்யுமா மழை. That means even if there is a single good person, it will rain for everybody. So he is one such good person. And I would also be remiss if I do not mention Meenakshi Achi, who I'm sure everybody knows has been a pillar of strength supporting all his activities. Samji, if in English, it'd be very easy for us to say, I'd like to congratulate you on your 80th birthday and wish good health, happiness and long life. But if in Tamil, அதையே தமிழில் சொல்லும்போது வாழ்த்த வயதில்லை அதனால் வணங்கி மகிழ்கிறேன் என்று தான் சொல்ல வேண்டும். எல்லாம் வல்ல சுந்தரேச பெருமான் மற்றும் மீனாட்சி தாயின் அருட்கொடை உங்கள் இருவர் மற்றும் உங்களுடைய குடும்பத்தினர் மீதும் என்றும் நிறைந்திருக்க என் மனமார்ந்த பிரார்த்தனைகள். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Next up are my brother and sister, Ram and Abrami. They're going to say a few words about my parents.
Hey, hi, how's everybody doing today? Enjoying the function? Enjoying the ceremony? Okay, so I'm sure you're already going to hear lots of things about the service that my father has done in the community and that my mom has supported all these years. So I'll let other people focus on those external things. I wanted to say about what it was like being on the inside. So one thing with all that time externally, move over here. All right, okay. So I'm gonna need my notes a little bit here. Okay, so with all that time externally, you'd think there would be less time for the kids, which I think even if you asked my dad, you'd probably say that was true. But maybe we actually did spend time with him, just not in the ways you might normally expect. I have some actually fond memories of doing mailings at our house where, we're sticking labels on and used to have to group things by zip code, staying late to help move chairs, that's sort of volunteering. And I think in doing that and many other things that we sort of learned that aspect of service that I think is a big part of my father that you'll hear all about from many other people. And I think along with that there are certain sort of morals, certain sort of other things that you might learn instead of learning at a soccer game. We learned it in these situations. And I know I feel this, I'm pretty sure my siblings would say the same thing. So one of those things is just doing what you feel is right, not just what might be expedient politically or financially. And I think that's something that I personally picked up from my dad, and something that I think, I don't know, will stay with me, and I hope I pass on to my kids for a long time. I'll let my sister now, I guess, say a little bit more about my mom, and go from there. Sorry, it's a little rough.
Thank you, Ram. I wanted to talk a little bit about my mom, but first I just wanted to thank you all for coming. Now we have a lot of family in the U.S., but when my parents first came, we didn't have a lot of family here. And it's this community in Houston that helped raise us. And we were a close-knit community then and even now, because I've lived in other cities. And I know that community in India, the Indian community in Houston is strong and very close-knit. So thank you all for your support over the years. I just wanted to say one more thing about my dad. I've been listening to a lot of leadership podcasts lately, and one word that I would use to describe my dad is that he's a leader. I asked one of his elementary school classmates, tell me something about your dad, and she said, well, he was a leader. Even in 3rd grade, he was a leader. So I think that he's allowed and built the groundwork for a lot of the people in the Indian community to be leaders as well. So, and with the support of the whole community, we've really built something good. So now on to my mom. You may not know this, but my mom is very, very determined. And she always strives for perfection in what she does, whether it's doing a puja or helping her kids on a homework project. So in the 1970s, when she first came here, before I was born, she used to sell cosmetics, like door to door, kind of like Avon, but it was called Holiday Magic. And so she would take my little brother in his stroller, my older brother in his stroller, and she would go door to door at the apartment complex, and she became the top seller for that group. And she was awarded, she got a sewing machine and 2 trophies that we have in our china cabinet still today. And then she persevered. After my brother went to kindergarten, she went back for her education, and then when we moved to Maryland, she worked at James Madison Bank, and so she expanded and reached new heights. And my mom is very determined with our children. She had, 4 children that she had to raise without a lot of help from, my dad was always busy, but she was the main person helping us. So I appreciate her presence every day. Maybe sometimes we have minor conflicts, but I can really count on her when I need her. And she's consistently there for our family. And she's been the backbone. So that's what I wanted to say. Thank you so much.
We'd like to welcome one additional distinguished guest. Mr. Kevin Cole, the mayor of Pearland, has joined us. So if you could please come forward.
Thank you for that. All right. How is everyone doing this wonderful Saturday? Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I guess it's the calm before the cold, right? It's an absolute beautiful day outside, and it's an even brighter and more beautiful day inside here. I always love coming to the temple. I always love coming and seeing our Indian community, our faith community at work, and it's always usually at the request of Mr. Sam. And I've had the privilege and the honor to know Sam for quite a number of years, actually, even predating my days as mayor. And he's always been such a joy to represent his community, and he does a faithful job doing so. And so with that, Absolutely. So with that, I have a special birthday wish that I would like to share with each and every one of you, but also with Sam and his lovely wife. Here's a birthday wish from the office of the mayor in celebration of Mr. Sam Knappin's 80th birthday. He is a professional engineer by trade who came to Texas in 1968. He has since made significant impacts in our great state of Texas, not just here in Pearland, but also in our beloved community right here in Pearland. Professionally, he was a charter member of the Society of Piping Engineers and Designers, was appointed by former Texas Governor Rick Perry to the Texas Professional Engineers Board from 2012 to 2017, was elected as the Secretary and Treasurer of the U.S. National PE Board for the Southern Zone, and is also a published author. Sam is the founder and organizer of many local organizations, including the Sri Minashi Temple Society here in Pearland, Knappin Art Museums, and contributor to the local cultural arts scene, in addition to a big supporter of the support of cricket here in the Pearland area. His membership to numerous other organizations illustrates his commitment to a variety of causes and initiatives. Sam's activities and contributions to our community are significant, and the impacts are far-reaching. We thank him for his commitment to the betterment of Pearland and the organizations he is a part of. Happy birthday, Sam, and best wishes for many, many more celebrations to come. Now, therefore, I, Kevin Cole, by the power vested in me as the mayor of the city of Pearland, Texas, do hereby proclaim December the 28th, that's actually the day of his birthday, so we're going to backdate this a little bit, as Sam Knappin Day, and I'm presenting this today to my great friend, Mr. Sam Knappin. Thank you, sir. Miss Mina, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Thank you, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, now I'd like to call up my cousin Chokalingam Radhakrishnan. He's going to read a proclamation.
All right, hi everyone. I hope you guys are having a great time. Thank you all for coming to this beautiful occasion from all across the wonderful state of Texas and from all across the country to give your wishes and blessings. I know some of you have been here since 7 a.m. And some of us are a little restless, but if we can try our best to keep the chatter down a little bit. There are drinks outside if you need a cup of water or coffee. If you need to take a phone call or need to chat with someone, just step outside and come right back in. So thank you. So I am going to read a wonderful message from the governor of the state of Texas. All right. From the governor of the state of Texas, to all to whom these presents shall come, greetings. Know ye that this certificate is presented to Sokalingam Sam Knappin on the occasion of his 80th birthday. As governor of Texas, I wish you a birthday filled with love, laughter, family, and friendship, and I hope that the coming years bring joy and fulfillment. Having distinguished yourself in the realms of industry, faith, education, and public service, you are a pillar of your community and an example to many. As you celebrate this milestone with loved ones, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect upon your treasured memories and to recognize the significant role you play in a story as big as Texas. First Lady Cecilia Abbott joins me in extending warmest wishes, in testimony whereof I have signed my name and caused the seal of the state of Texas to be affixed at the city of Austin this first day of December 2023. Greg Abbott, Governor of Texas.
So now we're going to have the grandchildren's program. We have two separate parts. First, we're going to have a dance by Ahana and Annapurni. They're both 5-year-olds in kindergarten. So they've been practicing the dance, and I think they're really excited. So can we have them come on stage now? Thank you, guys. Do you want to say happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you. பிறந்தநாள் வாழ்த்துக்கள் ஐயா. பிறந்தநாள் வாழ்த்துக்கள் ஐயா.
Now it's time to hear the speech from my nephew Dave Krishnan Kanappan. He's the son of my brother Ram, and he has a great speech.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank you all for coming to celebrate my grandparents' 80th birthday, or Sata Abhishekam. But I need to see my speech. I am Dave, their eldest grandchild. I would like to say a few words about them. Many of you know Kanappan Ayya is a well-respected engineer. He's a hard worker and applies himself diligently to whatever he does. He has written numerous books and taught classes in the engineering field. Due to his love of engineering and my interest in it, we have long conversations about what he does. In addition, I appreciate that he takes an interest in other things I do and makes the time to learn about them and answer my questions. One thing we like to talk about specifically is NASA, as Houston is the home of Mission Control. In fact, he sends me so many emails about interesting things related to space and only end up reading half of them. One of my fondest memories of him is when he took me to the Lone Star Flight Museum when I was 5. We got to see lots of planes, including ones that were in World War II. Before we left, we stopped at the gift shop and I got to learn a little lesson about money. He told me that I could buy whatever I like, so long as it was within budget. I grabbed a bunch of different planes at first, but then I learned to narrow it down to my 2 favorites, which again had to be within budget. I still have those planes at his house, and they always remind me that time with Ayya is not only fun, but more importantly, educational. Another characteristic I associate with him is his interest in people and conversations. He loves to hear about other people's experiences and share his rich cultural and religious history. In Gen Z, we would call him a chatterbox. This might also explain my chatterbox tendencies. My ayya is wise and engaging, and I am blessed to have him as my grandfather. Now, on to Apata. My grandmother is one of the most caring people that I know. She expresses her love by cooking all sorts of yummy dishes for me and teaching me how to make them as well. My favorite dish of hers is okra fry, and I have learned to become her sous chef and cut okra. We're still working on the consistency and size of my pieces, although she never complains about it, at least not out loud. She's also very spiritual. I like spending time with her when she does pujas. I help pour the water for an abhishekam, which is a washing of the deities. I also help place kumkumam and manjal on the idols. She lets me put vibhuti, which are sacred ashes, on everyone, which often results in arguments with my little sister. Apata is very supportive, and I love her with all my heart. Overall, my ayya and Apata are the best set of grandparents a kid could wish for. Happy 80th birthday, ayya and Apata.
Dear MTS family and friends, thank you for coming here to celebrate 80th birthday for Sam uncle. Everybody calls him sir, I always call him uncle for me and my wife for several reasons. And as you all know that, probably you might have heard so many things about him. He is one of the key main founder of the MTS temple. Please, you all can have a big round of applause for uncle. I don't know how many people he mentored, he guided, and right now with Meenakshi's blessing, with all the founders' blessing and all friends' blessing, I am the chairman now, and he has been one of the main instrumental me becoming the chairman. Thank you, uncle. And his selfless service, not only in the temple, the entire community. I wish him good luck. Wish you all very, very happy birthday and வாழ்க வளமுடன். இன்னும் நிறைய 90, 100 we wish you that you celebrate, and we should be part of the celebrations all the time. Thank you very much for all your contribution, uncle.
Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm not a stranger for all of you, but maybe for some of you. In the past 10 months, I visited Houston 3 times. This is my 3rd time. I'm so honored, and it's a great pleasure to be here to celebrate Mr. Sam Kannappan sir's 80th birthday. And at the outset, I would like to thank Sam Kannappan sir, as well as my friend and Mr. Karu, for this great opportunity to direct his documentary. In 3 days, what I have learned is huge. I can compare that to the ocean. Normally, I do not prepare notes when I give speeches because that will obstruct my flow. But today I had to prepare it because I will not stop otherwise. A few words based on what I have learned through this documentary that gave me a unique experience and learned many life lessons through interviewing more than 100 people at all ages, from college students to the elders. In short, I want to convey a couple of messages. When I asked a tough question, anticipating an unexpected answer, I failed every time. That means, it really amazed me, how can a person be loved by everyone? Then I realized that it is only possible if you are a giver. If you are a giver like Dr. Sam, Mr. Sam Kannappan, then you will be loved by everyone. After this documentary, I decided to follow a few of his footsteps in my life and try to be a part-time giver at least. So what I would ask every one of you here, let us try to be thanking or greeting, whatever you want to do for him. The message could be a part-time giver. That would make him happy and make him to live beyond 100 years. Thank you, sir. I wish you all the best health, and you will still be able to, you lead us for all the things that you have done, and we can follow steps. With that, I need to mention one note. As a director of this documentary, there may be one heroine and there should be one hero, right? Here I don't see heroine, I see two heroes, both Sam Kannappan sir as well as Meenakshi Kannappan ma'am. Without further delay, we have several versions of the documentary. This is just 10 minutes version, short version we made for you here, and then in the afternoon session we have a 30 minutes version, and there are 4 other versions of 1 hour each will be on the YouTube soon. Thank you. Watch the movie.
Hello everyone, my name is Selva Meenal Arunachalam. I'm here to read a poem, Wishes, for my proud uncle. I'm one of Sam Kannappan uncle's niece. This poem is on behalf of all his nephews and nieces. I request all the immediate family to come to the stage. I'm going to read in Tamil. I apologize to those who can't understand, but these lines underscore the very core trait of these two personalities in this stage, which is they both are selfless community leaders who has uplifted our community, numerous families, and here, and in that part they have uplifted our families. We're all from a very small hometown in Natrasankotai. This leader, my uncle, they were the pioneers to coming over here. They laid the path to our family, not to just us, to so many us. So here you go, I'm going to read this. Thiru Sam Kannappan Meenakshi Aachi Sadabhishega Valthu. Sam Kannappan, எங்கள் பெரிய மாமா, பெரிய மனம் கொண்ட பெரியப்பா, கண்ணுடைய நாயகி கண்ணாத்தாளின் ஆசி பெற்றவர்கள், நாட்டரசன்கோட்டை மேனா நாவண்ணாவின் பேரன் இவர்கள், சொக்கலிங்கம் செட்டியாரின் தலைமகனாம், காளியம்மை ஆட்சி குடும்பத்தின் வழிகாட்டி, அமெரிக்க கனவை நினைவாக்கிய முன்னோடி, அமெரிக்காவில் அரை நூற்றாண்டாக எண்ணற்ற இந்தியர்களின் கலங்கரை விளக்கம், அண்ணாமலை பழகத்தின் அரிய படைப்பு, தன் இல்லால் மீனாட்சி மாமி நிறைமாத கர்ப்பிணியாயிருந்தும் தனியாய் தன்னம்பிக்கையோடு தெரியாத கண்டத்திற்கு தன் பயணத்தை தொடங்கியவர், டெக்சஸ் பல்கலைக்கழகத்தில் இயந்திரவியல் பொறியியல் முதுநிலை பட்டம் பெற்றார், படிப்புக்கேற்ற வேலை கிடைத்தது, குடும்பமும் வந்து இணைந்தது, கடல் கடந்து வந்து கால் பதித்து கை நிறைய பணம் ஈட்டிய பின் நினைத்தது இனிதே நடந்தது என்று ஓய்வு எடுத்திருக்கலாம். ஆனால் எங்கள் மாமாவோ தான் பெற்ற இன்பம் வையகமும் பெற வேண்டும் என்று முயன்றார். தான் நடந்த பாதை மற்றவருக்கு எளிதாய் வாய்க்க சூறாவளியாய் சுழன்றார். தான் படித்த படிப்பு எம்ஜிஆர் முதல் பைப் ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் அனாலிசிஸ் வரை உதவ புத்தகம் எழுதினார். தன்னை மெருகேற்றிய இந்திய கலாச்சாரத்தை அமெரிக்க மக்கள் அறியச் செய்தார். தன்னில் கலந்துள்ள தமிழை பரப்ப பாரதி கலாமன்றம் தொடங்கினார். ஆன்மீகம் தலைக்க மீனாட்சி அம்மனையே ஹூஸ்டனுக்கு குடிபெயரச் செய்தார். அன்று கண்ணப்ப நாயனாரோ சிவனுக்கு தன் கண்களை கொடுத்தார். அதன் வழி இன்று கண்ணப்பன் பெரியப்பாவோ மீனாட்சிக்கு கண்ணும் கருத்துமாய் கோயில் கட்டினார். தமிழ் பற்று தொடர ஹூஸ்டன் பல்கலைக்கழகத்தில் தமிழ் இருக்கை அமர்த்தினார். எத்தனையோ விருதுகள், எத்தனையோ பாராட்டுகள், எத்தனையோ பொறுப்பு பதவிகள். அன்னை மீனாட்சி ஆசியிலும் மனைவி மீனாட்சி துணையினாலும் அத்தனையும் ஒன்று போல் எதிர்கொண்டார், வெற்றி பெற்றார். சதாபிஷேகம் கொண்டாடும் கண்ணப்பன் மாமா மாமி அவர்கள் குடும்பத்தினர் இன்று போல் என்றும் இன்பமுடன் எல்லா வளமும் பெற்று கனகாபிஷேகம் பூர்ணாபிஷேகம் கொண்டாட அன்னையை வணங்குகிறோம். அன்புடன் உங்கள் அன்பு ஆச்சி தங்கச்சி தம்பி மக்கள்.
So this is my Annan, Manikavasam. He's going to read a poem.
Thank you, Ram. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். So I'm going to read this poem on behalf of Houston friends. Mr. Muthuraman and Mrs. Raji Muthuraman is going to present this poem. So when I think about Mr. Sam Kannappan, I'm so speechless. As you all know that he contributed a lot. So, but I have compiled as much as possible in Tamil poem. Let me read it. If you couldn't understand, please come to me. I can explain them. ஹியூஸ்டன் மாநகரில் ஜனவரி 13, 2024 அன்று நடைபெற்ற 80ஆம் ஆண்டு சதாபிஷேக விழாவில் வழங்கிய வாழ்த்து மலர். மலர் சோ கண்ணப்ப செட்டியார், மனம் மீனாட்சி ஆச்சி. சொல்லும் செயலும் சுடர்விடும் சமூகமாம், செல்லும் இடமெல்லாம் சேர்ந்தே வந்திடுமாம். நல் ஆன்மீகமும் நற்றமிழும் நகரத்தாரின் நற்சேவைகள், கல்வி கற்க கடல் கடந்த கண்ணியவான் கடமை தவறா கடைப்பிடித்து காத்திட்ட காலம் போற்றும் காவியங்கள். ஆம், கோயிலே எந்தன் குடியிருப்பு என்பார், குடும்பமே எந்தன் துணையிருப்பு என்பார். அவரே கண்ணுடையாய் இருந்தருளும் காவியத்தின் ஒரு பகுதி கம்பநாடன் துயில் கொள்ளும் நாட்டரசன் கோட்டையிலே பம்பரமாய் சுழன்றிடவே தோன்றிட்ட கண்ணப்பர். மீனாட்சி திருக்கோயில் உருவான வரலாற்றில் தூணெல்லாம் திரும்பெல்லாம் இருக்கின்ற திருவாளர். அருள்மிகு அன்னையின் அழகான திருக்கோயில் நிறுவிய காலந்தனில் முதலான செயலாளர். ஏடெல்லாம் எடுத்துரைக்கும் எளிமைமிகு பண்பாளர், நாடெல்லாம் வளம் வந்த நல்லதொரு அறிவாளர். என்னாலும் பொதுநலமே என்றிருக்கும் நெறியாளர், உண்ணாமல் உறங்காமல் உழைக்கின்ற பொறியாளர். பல்கலை தமிழுக்கு பாங்கு செய்த பங்காளர், மாநில சேவைக்கு மாண்பு செய்த மதியாளர். துணைவிக்கு இலக்கணமாம் அவர் மனைவி மீனாட்சி, அனைவருமே பாராட்டும் என்னை அவர் மனைமாட்சி. அமெரிக்காவில் குடியமர்ந்து ஆண்டு பல ஆனாலும் நமது நாட்டு பண்பாட்டை நாளெல்லாம் தொடர்பவராம். இத்தம்பதி காணும் என்பது என்றென்றும் இணையிலா காட்சி, நம்மவர் என்றே நாளும் எண்ணுகின்ற நண்பர்களே சாட்சி. உற்றார் சூழ உலா வருவதே உயர்வுகும் ஆட்சி, உறவினர் உள்ளம் உவகை கொள்வதே உன்னத நீட்சி. தொன்று தொட்டு தொடர தோன்றியதோர் தொண்டுள்ளம், அதை வாழ்த்த வயதில்லை வணங்கி மகிழ்கிறோம். வணங்குவது ஹியூஸ்டன் நண்பர்கள். நன்றி.
And so with that, I'll try to close out this portion of the program. I wanted to give a vote of thanks, of course, to everybody who's attended, especially the distinguished guests, the mayor and councilmen, all the people who traveled from afar, other parts of the country and the world, the temple priests and staff for all the work that they've done over the past few days to make this possible, the family for supporting all the organization activities, and especially all the volunteers to put all this together. I know my dad's been having meetings for 9 months or almost a year planning this, and all the people that put in time and effort in organizing, it's very much appreciated, especially Nalini Kannan, who did all these beautiful decorations. I can't call it everybody, but I wanted to mention that one. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Uncle. You know where he went? We're going to plan the Asirvadam now.